Kyle. I know that I had talked about being a little bit more on the regs, getting these out to you every week. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. So it's Monday morning. I'm on my way into work and just trying to knock an episode out for you guys and just discuss a few things. So here we go. What's going on? Well, what's bugging me? I guess that's usually the way we start off. So what's bugging me? Well, mostly just the same thing. I'll be honest with you. I mean, as far as what's going on in our country and as far as what's going on with the government and stuff like that, I got to be honest. I am so worn out on it and so tired from it that I'm not going to say it doesn't bother me anymore, because it bothers me. But there's just no point being bothered by it. It's just a waiting game. And I would almost bet anything this guy gets elected again. And that's a heartbreaker. But it just doesn't seem like Democrats can get their shit together. You shouldn't have 20 candidates and have it be a year and a half before the election. Can't do that, guys. You can't do that. Although I guess that's kind of what the Republicans did in the last election, and they won. Did anybody win out of this deal? It doesn't feel like anybody won, other than the Trump family. They definitely won. They're making a bundle of money, and they will be rich now for real instead of fake rich. All right, enough of that. But, I mean, that does bug me a little bit. And, again, I'll just come back to the fact that, the way people treat each other really bothers me a lot. My wife organized a thing with the Girl Scout troop. My daughter is moving over into BSA, which was the Boy Scouts of America. But they now accept females as well. She wants to get more into the heavy-duty camping and stuff like that. Not that Girl Scouts don't camp, because they certainly do. But she wants to get into more of the stuff like my son's doing in Boy Scouts. And so she asked to move over there, which was tough because my wife was the leader and has been the leader since this whole thing started for a good 5 years now. And so that was a heartbreaker for my wife. But it also represents a good change in our world, for sure. And it also represents a good change in Audrey, that she's willing to speak up for what she wants to do and go for it. And that's awesome. So we definitely support her. She's actually already over in a troop and doing good. We actually had to go buy her shirt and stuff. Oh, that was horrifying this weekend. There went a couple $100 for all that stuff. But she's all geared up now, so that's good. She's ready for summer camp this year and all that. She's going to be doing a little bit of both, Girl Scouts and BSA, for a while. They have a big camp out in June, and then that is it. After that, she is 100% BSA, other than swim. She does swim as well. But what I'm getting at is my wife set up a deal, and she's done a couple deals that are pretty amazing. With my mother-in-law, they did a thing where there's a bunch of ladies at my mother-in-law's church, and what they can do is they can take plastic shopping bags and repurpose them as blankets and or rugs. It's pretty amazing, but mostly blankets. But and you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how these blankets turn out. I think I got a picture of my son with one of these blankets somewhere, just as a demo that we took a picture of him back in the day, because my wife wanted to show everybody what the blankets look like. So I'll put that up if I can. But they did these blankets, and my son's Boy Scout troop and the Girl Scouts, they collected thousands of bags to help make these. And so that was really cool, man. So now they've done it again. My wife has come up with an idea, and what they're doing is they're making pillows, little kid-oriented pillows for families that get admitted into homeless shelters. So they have some for boys, some for girls, it doesn't really matter what's for boys or girls. Kids can pick what pillow they want, but they have different patterns on them. And so the Girl Scouts got together, and yesterday they had 2 sessions, about 3 hours worth of it, and with all this material and everything, and they sewed up a bunch of pillows, three big trash bags full of these awesome little pillows for these kids that really don't have anything. So it's really beautiful. And, my wife, her heart is so amazing. She's one of those people that does something and doesn't just say something. There's so many people who are like, I need to do good. The world's a bad place. Well, that's great. You can say the world's a bad place and you need to do something good, but you know what you need to do? Something good. Just go do it. You don't need to talk about it. Go achieve. And my wife and my daughter, they are living proof of this. My son, too, he does a lot of that stuff, and he helps out, quite a bit as well. So it's really good. I'm really proud of my family. I'm really proud of my wife and what she's done with these girls, and really created a group of girls that are strong young women that have good ideas on the right thing to do in this world. So this is how we should be treating each other, guys. We shouldn't be saying, let's stick all these junkies in one place. We should be saying, how can we help these people get back on track? And, I understand and I recognize, personally, I have had experience through connections in my life that with opioid addiction and with specifically heroin. And I can tell you that, boy, heroin's kind of a one-way road, unfortunately. There's really no coming out of that. I think once you do it, I think something like 8% of all people in the world will ever, who try it and do it for a while, 8% of those people will ever stop using. And, those 8%, those people are probably really strong-willed, really superhuman type of people. I know that Steven Tyler, the lead singer of Aerosmith, he stopped. I also know that I've seen an interview with him, and he hadn't used for 30 years, and they started talking about heroin, and his eyes lit up, because you physiologically change yourself. You're chemically altered, and your body wants that again, ASAP. So it's a tough thing to come down from and come away from, and it's a real problem in our country, and it's really sad. Something that, I've experienced personally. Not me personally, I've never done it, but I know people who have, and it's rough to watch somebody go down that road, man, because they're hardly ever the same person from what I've seen, and it's a real bummer. So we need to be thinking not how can we get these people away from us. It's just like white people moving further and further outside of the town, outside of the city, because black people are moving in. No, man, we all need to live together. It's dumb. Everybody needs to live together. We're all on this planet together. We're all human beings, and we need to be trying to figure out how we can help people, not how we can keep the people that need a lot of help away from us and out of sight, out of mind, right? Because that's bullshit. There's too many people out there that need help, and turning your eyes away from it does not make it stop or go away. So reach out there, man. If you can do something, if you can help somebody. I don't give to panhandlers. I'll tell you guys right now, I don't. When I see them on the intersections and I see them on the corners, I don't. I make it a rule not to give money, because I feel like when I worked part-time at a liquor store for about 4 years, and I can tell you that's right where they're going. If they're not going there, they're going somewhere else that's probably not real good. And so I don't like to do that, but I do like to help shelters, and I do like to do stuff like that. So if there's soup kitchens, I know my whole family, we all went to a soup kitchen once, and the kids helped separate greens, and my wife and I, we both worked and did stuff and cleaned dishes and prepared stuff for lunch. And so it makes your soul feel so good, man. And it's not just that, it makes their soul feel so good too, because it shows them that somebody cares about them enough to stop what they're doing and help them. And so these are what we need to do. This is what our calling is on this planet, is to help each other out. No matter what your religion, no matter what your feelings and beliefs are, stop and quit being selfish and quit all that shit, and just for 10%, if everybody took 10% of their life, not even 10%, probably 1%, but if everybody took 10% of their life, and I'm not talking about financially, go help. If you don't have money, help. Just physically help. And just go, if we all did that, man, this world would be so much better for everybody. We would all be feeling better and treating each other better. And when we're walking into the grocery store, we would stop and help that old lady and give her a cart, or help that old gentleman and take his cart away and put it away for him, or help him carry out his bags. These are the things we need to be doing, man. This is part of our life. You know, it's funny because when you're around scouting so much with your kids, you notice that. That's one of the things they promise to do. And it's one of the things all of us fail to do when we get older, except very few of us that are really elite, grade A humans. But man, that's what we should be doing. We should all be helping each other out. So it comes back to what I was saying earlier, last week. Treat each other how you want to be treated, man. Start treating people better. Be kinder. And it doesn't mean you're a fucking pussy. It doesn't mean you're trying to get something out of it. I mean, you are going to get something out of it, I promise you. But what it does mean is that you care. It means that you care about your fellow man, and that you understand that you would want help if you were in that scenario. You would want somebody to help you, like these people are, like you're helping these people. So that's what you need to do, because that's what we're here for. Okay? Seriously. All right. So, what am I into? Pretty much the same stuff. I did watch a show over the last week on Netflix. It's definitely not safe for work and definitely not kid friendly. But I believe it's called Love, Death, and Robots. It is an animated series of short films on Netflix. And my understanding is David Fincher was involved. But the goal was to create like a more modern version of Heavy Metal, the movie Heavy Metal. So I was kind of game. The funny thing is, it came out a while ago, and I just hadn't watched it yet. So I popped it on, I guess, last week, and since then I've finished, I think, 16 episodes, the first season. I think the shortest one is about 16 or 6 minutes. The longest one is somewhere around 16 to 17 minutes. And they're all sci-fi type of stuff. They do all involve robots of some sort. And there's definitely plenty of death. And I don't know about love, but there's a lot of sex as well in there. And plenty of nudity and gratuitous sex. I mean, it's borderline NC-17. I wouldn't say X, but it's definitely borderline NC-17. You will see an erect penis in there. It's rough to watch, but it also, in its horror and in its sadness and kind of depressing at times feel about it, it's also beautiful. The animation it's a variety of different types of animation. I mean, there's some episodes that look like an intro clip to a video game on like a Xbox One or PlayStation 4, and then there's some that look like not quite South Park, but not far above it. So, but it's a real cool variety, and if you like sci-fi and you like that kind of stuff, man, I would check it out. I did, and I really dig it, and just give it a shot. It's pretty cool. Definitely a couple stories in there I really, really loved and stuck with me for a while, and definitely the imagery has stuck with me, and I really enjoyed that. So give that a shot. I did pick up Detective Comics number 1000, an issue of that. Don't know if you guys knew that. Action Comics last year reached issue 1000, and then Detective Comics reached issue 1000 this year. So Superman and Batman are both over 80 now, and it's pretty amazing. So I did pick that up as well, enjoying that. Let's see, what else? Not much, man. I mean, I'm listening. I definitely really like K-hip-hop, so Korean hip-hop music. I've started listening to more of that on Spotify, and I think I put a playlist link to it. If I didn't, I will. But go check that out if you get a chance. It's pretty cool, and man, the music is really great. Even though sometimes you don't know what the hell they're saying, unless you know Korean, which is great. But it's still great music, and music is international. I mean, the beat and the rhythm and the feel of the music is amazing. So, and you can kind of tell what songs are about based upon the accentuations of the voice or the way that people speak, or rap or sing. So check that out if you get a chance. Definitely really, really like that as well. And other than that, not a lot. I mean, we're still watching Queer Eye. And if you guys haven't watched Queer Eye, I think I want to give it a different name. Instead of Queer Eye, I think I want to call it, because I know it used to be Queer Eye for the straight guy, but now they do, sometimes they help women, sometimes they help people that are gay, and I think LGBTQI or whatever it is now, but they help a little bit of everybody, and I think I want to call it, instead of the original Queer Eye for the straight guy, I want to call it No Eye is Gonna Stay Dry, because, dude, that show is incredible, and what they do for people and how they help people is, I mean, I'm almost getting choked up just discussing it, but it is beautiful how these guys care about other people. They're doing what we were talking about. Now, it's different, obviously, because they have the money to go spend on clothes and stuff for these folks, but they're still helping these people, and it's just incredible to watch what it does for people and how it helps them in their lives. And I guess in honor of that, and with what I was saying earlier, today, man, everybody go out and make sure that you say something nice about someone today. Someone that you work with, or someone that works at a store that you go to, or a restaurant. Say something nice to somebody today. Kind to them. I like your hair, or man, that's a really nice shirt. It looks good on you. Or, hey, you're so nice. Thank you for helping me. Or something like that. Anything. But do something nice. Say something nice to somebody today. Let's all do that. Man, if we did that one day, if everybody in the United States of America said something nice to somebody, that would really just change our world. I know that there's one person I can think of who won't be able to do that. I think you know who he is. But I don't think I hear him say anything bigly nice about anybody, unless it's false and just trying to. So let's not do that, but let's say something nice about someone else today. Everybody give that a shot if you can. That's about it, guys. I mean, that's all that I'm really doing, and not much else going on. I did get some stuff together. I'm working on trying to get the studio set up so I can start doing some videos as well. My son and his friend started a YouTube channel. There's only 3 videos on it, but they did some game reviews. It's go check it out. I'm not going to say anything about it. You just have to see it. But it's called Legit Reviews 870. I think it's Legit space Reviews space 870. I can't tell you what 870 means. You'll have to ask them. I can tell you it's not just a number that went on the end of Legit Reviews. They picked it. So, but yeah, go check those guys out if you get a chance. They could use some subscribers, so give them a shot. I'll put a link in my notes as well. That's it, guys. I'm going to go into work here, unfortunately. Just kidding. I love my job. But I'm going to go into work here and knock another Monday out. And I will catch you guys next week. And please get off my lawn. Thank you.